Namaste, guys. Good morning. Thanks for joining me again. Welcome to Stretcheee Saturday. So, Stretcheee Saturday is our real chill class of the week, an opportunity to bring mind and body and soul together in a very peaceful, harmonious way. So, look to today's practice as an opportunity to get mind and body to work together. Try and keep the mind out of the way, allow the body to do what it needs to do, trust that the body knows what it needs to do. Don't expect at any time that it should look a particular way or it should be doing something in a particular way, except that where it is today is where it is, and be happy with that, be grateful with that. These bodies are absolutely amazing. They are worth looking after, worth appreciating. Okay, we're going to start off lying down today on our backs, but I'd like you to turn around and lie down with your head facing me. Let's come down into a comfortable Shavasana position. Bring the hands to the side to start. And then bring one hand onto your belly and one hand onto your heart. Take a deep full in breath. And as you exhale, just look to relax. Give all your weight to the earth. Closing the eyes. Take another deep inhale. And on the exhale again, relax, let go. Take your awareness down to the soles of your feet and to the feet, and just try and feel the touch, the freshness of the morning air on your feet. Bring the awareness up on the back of the leg, feeling the touch of your calf muscles to the ground. Continuing up, feel the space behind your knees and the earth. And then feel the touch of the hamstrings and the buttocks earthing you down onto Mother Earth. Notice that space in the lower back. And then come up underneath the heart and the shoulders. Feel the connection of the shoulders to the ground. Feel the touch of your elbows to the earth. Notice the space between the neck and your mat. And feel the touch of that single spot on the back of your head connecting with the earth. Bring the awareness up over the scalp, onto your forehead. Relax into the forehead, letting go of any creases between the eyes, softening the eyebrows, softening the eyelids. Bringing the awareness to the nose. Noticing the breath. Trying to hear the body breathing, listen intently. Then let that listening move out beyond the body, hearing any sounds around you, attaching to none, just simply hearing, listening. Look for sounds past the obvious ones. And bring that listening back to the breath. Bring the awareness back to the nostrils. Feel the movement of the air in and out of the body. On your next in-breath, move deeper into the nose, looking for any fragrance on the air. We're going to chant 3 Oms from this position. Be aware of the vibration in the body and notice if you can feel that vibration connecting to the earth. Easy inhale. Easy breathing, holding the attention on the breath, looking to take full, complete inhales and exhales. Start by exhaling gently. And as you inhale, take that breath all the way down into the belly so that you can feel the hand on the belly rise. Continue the inhale until you can feel the hand on your chest rise. And then on the exhale, feel the chest drop. Keep exhaling and gently draw the belly button in, pushing out as much air as you can. Relax the belly. Bring that air in all the way down to the bottom. Feel the belly lift. Keep inhaling. Feel the chest lift. And then exhale again. Work at your own pace. Breathing as fully and completely as you can. Noticing the expansion in the chest as you inhale. Feel that expansion in all directions. And on the exhale, focusing on that little squeeze of the belly, the contracting to release more air than usual. Take another 2 rounds of breath. And after the second exhale, allow the body to breathe again. Hold the awareness on your hands and just feel the movement of the breath in the body. Trusting that the body will breathe as it needs to, when it needs to. Remembering that all yogic breath is through the nose. The mouth stays closed at all times. Coming to the retention, aiming to hold to my count of 30, but taking a breath before that if you need to. Exhale. Comfortable inhale. Hold. Relax. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 30. Release. Comfortable breath. Notice the movement in the hands. Bring your hands together. Rub the palms together, rub the fingers together, generating some heat in your hands. And then bring the hands over your face, over the eyes. Just feel that warmth coming into the skin of the face. Feel the warmth coming into your eyes. Gently flutter the eyes open, adjusting to the light. And then release your hands up above your chest. Bring the feet together. Activate into the feet so you're drawing the toes towards you. Hook the thumbs around each other and release your hands overhead so the palms are facing up to the sky. Push the hands away from the feet. Push the feet away from the hands. Feel that stretch in the chest, the stretch in the armpits. Take a couple of nice easy breaths here. Good, and then relax. Let the feet fall open. Bring your hands down to your hips, palms down to the floor. Checking in with the head, gently roll the head to the right-hand side, bringing the chin down towards your shoulder. Pause there for a moment. You're holding the head in that position. Just lift your head, bring it back to center, put it back onto the floor, and roll again. You'll find there's a little more movement available now. Reach a little deeper into that twist, into the neck and the upper spine. Use the eyes to help you look down to the mat right next to your head. Good. Roll your head back up to center, lift it, bring it back into alignment with the spine, and turn the chin down to the left. Hold it there, keep reaching the chin towards your shoulder. Then lift your head, bring your head back to center, place it back onto the mat, and roll a little further. Good, nicely roll it back. Lift the head, line the neck up with the spine again, and then lift the head, draw your chin into your chest, looking towards your toes. And slowly release. Let the back of the neck come down to the mat, keep the chin tucked in. Okay, take your left arm up above your head, stretch that left hand high, activate into the feet so that the heels are pushing away and the toes are drawing back towards you. Reach with the right hand down towards your knee, push with the left hand away from you. So we're looking for a little tilt in the shoulders, looking for distance, length between the arms. Good, soften, bring the shoulders back to square. Change the position of the arms, the right hand going overhead, the left hand coming down next to your thigh. Reach the left hand towards your left knee and push the right hand away. Feel the movement in the shoulders. Feel the stretch across the chest. Good, release, come back to center. Bring both hands down next to the hips, palms down, connecting with the feet. Push the left foot away from the body and suck the right leg into the right hip. So you'll feel a tilt in your hips with that movement. Good. One leg pushing away, one leg drawing back into the body. And soften. Come back to square, then change in the direction. Right foot pushing away, left leg pulling into the hip. Feel the movement in the hips. Good. Release. Come back to square. Reach both hands up above your head. Palms up to the sky. Push the hands away and gently draw your elbows towards the floor. Spread the fingers, draw the fingernails towards the mat. Good. Soften into the shoulders, lift the hands so they're above your hips. Bring the palms to face each other and then open the arms out to the side, palms up to the sky. Again, pull the back of your hand to the floor, pull the elbow to the floor, try and pull each fingernail down to the mat. Lift the hands up above the chest again. Turn the little fingers to touch so the palms are facing overhead. Release the hands overhead again, bringing your thumb to the floor, and then trying to rotate the palm down onto the mat. Okay, lift the arms again slowly. Turn the thumbs inward to touch so the palms are facing the floor, and then continue that rotation so the back of the hands are facing each other. Open the arms up to the side again, bring your hands down to the mat, and pull the full area of your palm to the floor. Pull each fingertip to the floor. And release, bring the hands up to the sky again. Release your left hand down next to your hip, your right hand overhead. Then push the left hand towards the left knee and suck the left leg back into your body. Extend the right foot away from the body and extend that right hand away. So we're feeling the contraction on the left-hand side and the length on the right-hand side. You can roll your head to the left, take the top hand slightly overhead, looking for length from your ankle all the way around the body up to your wrist. Good, roll, come back to center, change the position of the arms, left arm overhead, right hand down next to the hip. Reach the right hand towards the right knee, suck the right leg into the body, push the left leg away, reach that left hand away from the body. Feel the length along the left hand side, and to deepen that, roll your head to the right, bring that left hand overhead around the corner, and just open up into the length on the side of the body. Good, release. Roll yourself back to center. Just rattle the legs out. Relax all the way down to the feet. And then let the legs soften. Bring your hands up above your chest again. Palms of the hands facing each other. Bring the left hand over the top of the right hand and take your left hand around the right shoulder, the right hand around the left shoulder. Walk your fingers towards your spine, pulling the elbows as far past each other as you can. And then lock into that position, squeeze the elbows down to the body. Have awareness in your left hand, feeling the pressure of each fingertip into the back. And you release, lift the hands to the sky, bring the palms together, push the hands skyward and lift the shoulders from the floor. Keeping your head on the mat and just rounding into the shoulders as deeply as you can, squeezing across the collarbones and the fingertips trying to touch the sky. Relax, shoulders back to the floor, this time left hand above right hand above left hand. Going the other way to what we were. I think that's right hand on top, left hand underneath. Fold around again, look for that deep bind. Walk the fingers towards the spine, hug into the back, squeeze the elbows down to the chest, and then connect with the right hand, feeling the fingertip pressure of each finger into your back. Release from the bind. Take the arms to the side and just shake out through the upper arm, the elbow, the forearm, down to your fingers. And then bring your left knee up to your chest. Take a gentle bind to the top of the shin. Activate into both feet, pushing the right heel away from you, pulling toes towards knees, and assisting that thigh to touch the whole length of the body. Soften on the bind, take your left hand to the inside of your knee, bring your right hand down onto your hip. Gently open that knee to the side of the body. Let your foot fall to the floor. We're looking for a right angle in the hip. Both hands are drawing straight down to the earth, so they're opening the knee, opening the hip. Release the left hand, take your hand underneath your knee, assist the knee up to center. Take the right hand to the outside of that knee, place your foot onto your thigh, open up the left arm at shoulder height, and then draw your knee across the body. Allow the hips to roll on the floor, and just keep that movement going until the shoulder wants to lift from the ground, and pause there for a moment. Breathe. Feel that the inhale lifts the knee slightly. The exhale allows it to drop. Keep working with that. Let each exhale take your knee slightly closer to the floor, and keep the top shoulder as heavy as possible. Keep the arm and the shoulder on the mat. Turn your head to look out to the left hand. Gently keep drawing that knee towards the floor. On an in-breath, roll back onto your back. Bring that knee back to the chest. Draw the knee into the chest. Hold the bind nice and firm. Connect with both feet, toes drawing back towards you. Lift the head and shoulders. Try and take your forehead or your nose onto your knee. Hold the position. And then let go, release. Bring the shoulders back to the mat. Release your bind, leg out to straight. Bring the other leg up. Right knee joint to the chest. Bind. Draw that thigh down onto the body. Activate into both legs, both toes, both sets of toes drawing towards the knees. And letting go of the bind, taking the right hand to the inside of your knee, your left hand onto your left hip. Let that leg fall away from you. Your foot comes to the floor, and then gently open the knee to the side, bringing it down towards the mat, and using the left hand to hold the left hip to the ground. Check that you're still active in the left foot. Okay, take your right hand underneath your knee, lift the knee up to center. Bring that right foot onto the left thigh. Take your left hand to the outside of the knee. Open up the right arm at shoulder height. Draw the knee across the body. Let the hips roll, roll, roll. And as soon as you feel your shoulders starting to lift, then stop there. Check in with the breath. Take an inhale. As you exhale, turn the hand out to the right. Turn your head out to your right hand. And gently draw that knee closer to the mat. Work with the space of the exhale. Inhale your way back to center. Bring your knee back to your chest. Secure that bind around the top of the knee. Interlocking the fingers, drawing the knee towards the body. And then lifting the chin, lifting the shoulders, lift the head, nose or forehead to knee, and hold it there. Soften, release, bring yourself back down onto the mat. Bring both knees up to the chest, take a bind, a hand to the top of each knee, pull those thighs down towards the shoulders, the thighs down against the body. Check in with the belly button and gently draw the belly button down, bringing the hips back to the mat. Okay, deepen your bind now, taking your elbows around the knees and reaching across, trying to bind a hand to each elbow if you can. Lifting head and shoulders, tuck that chin right in, take your forehead to your arms, your nose between the knees. And release it slowly, come back onto the mat. Release from your bind, keep your knees against your chest, Lift your feet so that the soles of the feet are pointing up to the sky. Reach up with the hands, bringing the toes to the creases of the wrists, and then folding your hands, the fingers over the ball of the foot. Rest head and shoulders back to the mat. Use the arms to gently pull down on the feet, opening the knees to the side of the body, bringing the kneecaps into the armpits if you can. Again, check in with the belly button and pull the hips back to the mat. Let your fingers slide to your toes and push the feet skyward, straightening into your legs as best you can. There's no requirement for the legs to be straight. As long as you're feeling the stretch in the back of the legs, you're getting the benefit of the pose, and that's all you need. Okay, soften the feet down onto the floor. Knees are pointing to the sky, and then bring your left foot onto the right thigh. Then draw that right knee towards the chest. Take your left hand through between the two thighs and the shin. Reach for a bind to the back of your right hamstring. Gently draw that knee towards you. And then straighten into the right leg, lifting the foot towards the sky. If your body will allow, you can release your bind. Take your hand over the top of the left leg and look to bind to the right calf. If there is room, walk your hand up your calf towards your ankle, keeping the head on the mat for the moment. And if that feels like enough, stay there. If you want to work deeper, then look to lift the head and the shoulders and take the hand a little bit higher. Maybe binding to the ankle, maybe binding to your foot. Hold it there. And letting go, bringing the shoulders, the head back to the mat. Releasing from your bind, taking your feet to the floor, bring the feet together. Let the knees drop open, take the hands to the inner thighs, and gently assist that opening. Take your hands underneath your thighs, lift the knees again, and then this time bring the right foot onto the left thigh. Reach that right hand underneath the right shin, take your bind around behind the left thigh. Gently draw the left knee towards the chest. If that is enough, stay there. If you want to go deeper, lift the left leg. And then reach your hands over the right foot, over the right shin, bind behind the left calf. Slowly walk the hands towards the ankle, keeping head and shoulders on the mat for the moment. And then taking it deeper, if you wish, lift the head, lift the shoulders, walk the hands towards your ankle, towards your foot, binding wherever you can, remembering that where you are is perfectly all right. Let go from the pose, walk your way down again, head and shoulders back to the mat. Bring the feet to the floor. This time, soles of the feet together, but lift the feet and bind around the little toes, interlocking the fingers around the little toes, drawing the heels down towards the body and pushing your knees away from your ears, feeling that release in the inner thighs. Feel the stretch, the release into the shoulders as well as the weight of your feet. Pull the hands away from the shoulders. Keep working the knees away from your ears. You release from the bind, let your hands slide onto the top of the ankles. Then turn your toes away from you and let the feet drop down towards the mat. You'll feel the stretch into the arms is a little deeper now. Knees are drawing towards the floor, toes are pointing away from you. Let go of the feet, bring the feet onto the mat. Open your hands up to the side of the hips, palms turn up to the sky. Take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, relax into the inner thighs. And bring hands up above the chest, take a bind across, a hand to each elbow. Release the hands overhead, looking to relax the forearms, the elbows to the floor. Soften into the chest, soften into the shoulders. Notice any tension in the lower back, in the buttocks. Try and relax into that area. Good, nice work. Lifting the arms. Take the hands underneath the thighs. Lift, assist the knees coming back up together. Push the legs out to straight. Release the hands overhead again into a full length body stretch. Push the heels away. Push the hands away. Good. Bring the hands back to the chest and slowly roll your way over onto your left hand side, coming up onto your elbow. Check in that elbow, hip and ankles are in alignment. Feet are stacked above each other. Top hand can rest comfortably on the mat in front of you. Connecting with your right leg, lift the right foot away from the left foot. Open the legs. Check in with the toes, draw the big toe down and try and lift the heel higher than the toes. Slowly release, let your foot come down. This time keep the heels to touch, roll the toes to point to the sky, and then lift the foot again. Should find a little bit more movement in the hip this time, taking the leg up as high as you can. And then releasing slowly, bring the feet back down onto the top of each other. Coming into a side plank, use your hand to assist, lift the hips away from the floor. If you're comfortable there, lift the right hand to reach to the sky, turn the gaze up to your top hand. If you're still comfortable there, then you can lift the right leg as well. Hold the pose. Make sure you're still breathing, don't lock the breath out. And releasing slowly, bring the leg down. And release the hips to the floor. And bring your hand to the floor. Okay, that top leg, bring it forward. Place your foot in front of your hip. Take the right hand, gently work that knee away from you. Connect with the left leg. Look to lift the left leg, the whole length of the left leg away from the floor. Yeah, nice work. Release it slowly. Release your hand. Come up into plank again. Placing the foot to the floor, lifting the hip. That's enough. Stay there. If you're comfortable, reach the top hand skyward. That's enough. Stay there. If you want a bit more, then push your foot into the ground. Push the weight up to your elbow and lift the bottom foot from the mat. Good. Soften. Release your foot to the floor. Release the top hand down to the mat. Then come back onto your back and roll over to the other side. Up onto the elbow. Lifting that left leg this time. Being aware of lifting the ankle and keeping the big toe drawn inwards. Letting the foot come down, keeping the heels together, rolling your toes to the sky, and then lifting the leg again. Find a little more height than you did on the first lift. And release it down. Come into side plank. Take the hips away from the floor. You're comfortable, reach the top hand skyward, chin into the chest. Look up to your hand. If you're still happy, lift the leg. Activate through the heel. Remember to breathe, don't block the breath. Slow release of your leg, release of your hand, release of the hip. Get that top leg, bring it forward, place your foot onto the mat. Gently work that knee away from you, connecting with the bottom leg. Look to lift the ankle, the knee, the whole leg away from the floor and hold. And then letting go. Bring your foot down to the mat, top hand to the mat, lift to side plank again. If that's enough, stay there. If you want a bit more, reach that top hand skyward. And if you need a bit more, push your foot into the floor. Take the weight to the elbow, lift the bottom leg. Excellent, nice work. Release. Straighten out the leg. This time, roll all the way over, coming onto your belly and coming up onto the elbows. Pointing the forearm straight forward, the fingers out the top of the mat, look for the length into the neck. Lift the head and draw that heart forward, bring your heart through between the arms, enjoying that curve into the lower back. You bring the right hand across to the left elbow, reach back with your left hand, look to find your foot if you can, and gently draw that foot forward, bringing the heel towards the bum. Releasing it slowly. Coming back onto the left elbow, left hand to where the right elbow was. Reaching back with the right hand, bending the right leg. Find the bind. Gently ease that heel towards the buttock, feeling the length in the front of the thigh. And soften. Release. Come down onto the mat. Bring your chin to the floor. Open the arms out to the side. Keep the left arm where it is. Bring the right hand underneath your shoulder and gently start to roll, pushing that right hand into the floor, rolling the body to its side. Lift the right leg, bend your knee, bring your foot down behind the left knee. Try and place the whole sole of the foot onto the floor and work on opening that knee. Gentle push into the floor with the right hand. Open the right shoulder. Let your head settle back to the mat. And just release into the left shoulder. That's work. Roll back to the floor. Extending the right arm. Bringing the left hand to the mat. Taking the right side of your head to the mat. Press into the floor. Lift the shoulders. Lift the hips. Bring that left foot down behind the right knee. Work on opening the knee, allowing the hips to roll, allowing the shoulders to open. And slow release. Roll back onto your belly. Bring the chin onto the chest. Reach back with both hands. Look for a bind. to your feet, to your ankles, wherever you can get to, and then lifting up into bow. Look to push the feet into the hands. Try and lift the knees from the floor. Lift the chest, lift the shoulders. Releasing from here into locust. Let the grip slide from your feet. Take the legs out to straight, palms facing each other. Look to lift the little fingers skyward. Releasing down to the mat. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and push yourself back all the way into child's pose. Taking the hands down to your feet, resting the body onto the thighs, resting your forehead to the mat, and just coming to listen, hear the breath. Giving the body full permission to breathe. You reach the arms forward, draw yourself forward, come up onto your hands and knees. Take both feet out to the left-hand side, and then come down to sit inside of your foot, and bring that left foot to the outside of the right knee. Just work to sit up straight again, try and get both sits bones square onto the floor, and then working into the twist to the left, lift yourself tall, create a bit of space between your thigh and your body, allow that twist, hug that front knee right up towards the armpit, left hand behind, right hand hugging the knee towards the armpit. Breathe yourself tall, and as you exhale, let go, reach into the twist. If that feels good enough for where you are today, stay there. If you want to look for a bind, then look to feed that front arm underneath your knee and reach back with the left hand. Find the bind, secure the bind, and exhale. Allow the bind to draw you deeper into the twist. Let go of the twist. Inhale your way back to center. Right to the front. Changing over the position of the legs. The left leg is underneath, right foot to the outside of the left knee. Lifting yourself tall, checking that you're sitting back, both sits bones to the mat. Initiate that twist to the right. Leaning back so you have that space for the twist, then bring the knee up. Look to place the knee into the armpit if you can. Right hand behind. In breath, exhale to the twist. Hold it. Notice how each inhale unwinds you. If that's enough, stay there. If you want to look for a little bit more, feed that front arm underneath your knee and then reach back. Find the bind. Let the bind hold you into the twist and relax into it. Let go of the bind. Come back to center. Draw that front foot across. Coming into cow face pose. Looking to open the feet to the side, so we're sitting in between the feet and the kneecaps are stacked above each other. Bring your left arm up in front, feed that right arm through, look to get the elbows well past each other. Bring the right fingers to the left palm, turn the thumbs to face you, and then lift the forearms skyward, pushing the elbows away, rounding the shoulders. Bring the elbows down to the chest, let the hands drop forward, let your chin drop into your chest and find that length on the back of the neck. You can turn the head gently from side to side and just find where you get that juicy spot of stretch and then hang into that. If that's enough for you, stay there. If there's room available, reach forward, try and take the elbows past your knees, gently dropping the elbows towards the floor and letting the hands drop towards the mat. Let the chin come into the chest again, relax into the pose, breathing deeply into those areas where you're feeling the benefit, where you're needing the length. Nice work. Soften the arms, take the hands to the mat, draw yourself forward, come up onto your toes, push yourself into a downward dog position with the crossed legs, and then bring the leg from the back around to the front, cross the legs again, drop the knees to the floor, separate the feet, and once again come back to sit in between the feet. This time lifting the right arm, left arm pushes through, fingertips back to palm, thumbs pointing towards you, lift the arms, reach the elbows away, and bring the elbows down, let your hands drop slightly forward, drop the chin into the chest, turn your head from side to side, find where the release is best and hang into it. And if you're happy there, stay there. If you want a bit more, reach forward, elbows past the knees, dropping them towards the mat, letting the hands drop towards the floor, and letting the chin come to the knee. Release the hands, reach forward onto your mat, roll yourself forward, tuck the toes under, push up into a cross-legged down dog, let the head hang low, push the weight back to your feet. Uncross the legs, walk to the middle of your mat, and walk your hands back to your feet. Find your belly button, lift at the position of the belly button, and slowly round your way up. Come up to stand tall. Okay, coming into balance. Let's challenge ourselves a little today with tree in the wind pose. So we'll look to bring that leg up into position without using the hands. Hands to heart center, weight into your right leg, lift the left leg forward, connect with your toes, lift the toes. Open your leg out to the side, lift the knee as high as you can, then point the toes as hard as you can, and bring the toes back in above your knee and let the foot slide into the inner thigh. Release the hands to the floor. Palms separate, opening slowly. Bring the hands up above the head. When the palms touch, push the hands high again. Look to find that height and length in the body. Separating the palms here again. Let the left hand drop down, bringing it to the top of the left knee, palm facing up. Find your balance there. When you're comfortable with the balance, then look for that light bend to the left, pushing your hand past your knee and letting the top hand reach overhead like a tree in the wind. So there may be movement, but the balance and the strength is there. Good work. Roll it back. Bring yourself back up to center. Let that top hand slowly float down and release the left hand to meet it. Bring your hands back to your heart. Push the toes, release the heel, lift the knee to the side, bring the knee back to the front. With awareness, place that foot onto the floor and transfer your weight straight over. Lifting the other leg now. Toes lift, open the knee to the side, lift that knee high, point the toes as hard as you can, slide the toes back into the thigh, open up the knee. Release the hands, arms separate. Being happy that there is movement and there is balance. Arms together, reach tall. Keep the left hand high. Drop the right hand to your thigh. Find your composure here. And then feel that gentle breeze as you bend. Taking your hand past your knee, letting the top hand come overhead. Nice work. Straightening up. Letting that top hand float down. Arms together. Hands to heart center. Heel releases. Lift the knee, toes release. Back to the front. Foot to the floor with intent. Release the hands to the side. Inhale, turn the thumbs open. Exhale, lift the hands to the sky. Look up to your hands. Push the hands high. Gently reach into a soft back bend. Deep in breath. As we exhale, float on forward. Coming down to the forward fold. Hanging into it for a moment. And then softening your knees. Coming down to sit onto the floor. And down to lie onto your back. Open up the feet to the outer edges of the mat as you lie down. Let the little toes fall open. Take the hands open next to the hips. Rest the head and shoulders onto the mat. Close the eyes. And just notice the movement of the breath in the body. Giving the body full permission to breathe. Follow the next in-breath all the way up to the top. Pause, hold the breath at the top. And consciously, as the breath goes, let all body tension go with it. Just feel yourself melting back onto the mat, knowing that you're fully supported. It's perfectly safe to let go of all tension. Check in with the next in-breath. Breathe it tall. Hold it again. And on this exhale, all facial tension flowing away with the breath. Feel the skin of your face soften and become heavy. Feel the relaxation in the eyes. Gently blow some pressure into your cheeks. And as you release that pressure, feel the weight of the cheeks dropping back onto the face. Find your jaw soft and relaxed, and the tongue soft and heavy in the bottom of your mouth. Coming to the breath, slowing the breathing, softening the breath so you can hardly hear it. Softening the breath so you can hardly feel it. Hold your attention on your breathing and allow yourself to relax completely. Let your awareness leave your breath. Bring movement to your fingers, movement to your toes. Bring your feet together, bring your hands together, hook the thumbs around each other and stretch the hands away overhead. Pushing the feet as far away from your hands as you can. Pushing the hands as far away from your feet as you can. Breathing deeply. Then keep your right hand up there. Bring the left hand to your chest. Draw both knees up and roll to the right hand side. Take a moment to thank yourself for taking this time to look after your body. Take a moment to thank your body for its amazing abilities. Take a moment to set the intention that each time you smile today, you will notice that and have another smile because you're smiling. Lifting slowly, bring yourself up to sit. Bring your hands together at heart center. We'll close with a chant of one Om. Easy inhale. Lower your chin to your chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.